Hey yo, what is happening everyone? It's your boy Ernest Mampana and I welcome you back to my YouTube channel. On today's video, we're going to be looking at the markets. We're going to look at the charts, what we can expect throughout the week. Alright guys, so we are going to be looking at GBPCHF, we are going to be looking at GBPUSD, and lastly we are going to look at gold. Today we're only going to do 3 pairs, but if you want more pairs, then you can check the link in the description where I'll be posting these setups in my Telegram group. I haven't been active for a very long time, but yeah, I promise that I'm going to post these setups in there. So let us get started. You can see right here I have pound Swiss franc and I'm going to start on a daily time frame as usual. So if you're new to this channel, just a quick recap. How I analyze the market is that I start on a daily time frame to see the overall move, and from there I switch to a lower time frames. So from a bigger time frame as such as daily time frame, we can see that we have this move. It's been going down, but right here we can see the change of direction and the market went up, then it's somewhere here, kind of like consolidating before it can go up again. So what we need to do right now is to analyze. I can do this, and also I can do this. So we can see that the market is forming some sort of a contracting channel, which means that the market now, it might be ready to change the direction or continue with its overall direction. Remember, the overall direction from this point to this point is a buy. So we might expect one more move to the upside just like that. Perhaps maybe up until this point right here before we can now look for further opportunities. But at this point, I still feel like the market will still shoot up. So that's the first thing that we have to analyze here. And then from there, I'll just mark this low here. Then switch to a 4-hour time frame. We can see here that we have our first touch here. I will treat this as a second touch, and we might expect a third touch. Or even better scenario, the market might still push to the downside to this area right here before it can go up. So it will be a good thing to wait up until we see exactly what the market is doing. Obviously, we have to wait for some candlestick confirmations before we can go in, but the overall direction, we are still aiming to go up. Otherwise, if the market breaks here, if the market breaks this area right here, and perhaps give us something like this around these areas, we might expect more moves to the downside, of which this setup right here to the upside will be invalidated. For now, we are just going to wait and see exactly what is going to happen when we reach this area. If we reach this area and we have like enough confirmation to the upside, we would go in. But I would appreciate if the market shoots down up until this area right here, so that I'll be confident enough to take these moves to the upside. So let us look on a smaller time frame. I'm on an hour time frame right now, and as always, you can see the market is giving you impulse correction, impulse correction. See that? And we have another correction right here. This move right here is a result of NFP. So we're just waiting to see the market reaching this area. As I said before, I would appreciate if the market gets to this area. And from there, that's when we can have more moves to the upside. Obviously, for a cleaner analysis and cleaner chart, please check on my Telegram group. I should be posting this obviously by now as you're watching this video. The analysis is out, but more analysis is to come again. So just a quick recap on this pound Swiss franc. We are looking for moves to the upside, but before that, we are going to wait up until the market reaches this area right here. That's where we'll be feel comfortable enough to go up. And if the market doesn't give us enough confirmation on this area, we are going to wait up until the market gives us another correction at these areas. After breaking this level, then that's when we can take moves to the downside again. So here we have pound USD. I've already done my analysis and I'm already within this trade since last week. So yeah, it was a very profitable trade. Even NFP boosted that. From a daily time frame, you would see here I have this move to the upside as always. And from here we had this area here where it gave us a double top. If you don't know double top, I think I've covered a strategy on double top formation. So we can see it here. It was a clear confirmation on a double top strategy. So it went down. We are waiting, as I said on GBP Swiss franc, we are waiting for the market to shoot down again. And I'm aiming that the market maybe might get to this area right here. But the question may be why, if you think that the market might still get to this area, why do you have your stop loss around, why do you have your take profit, around this area? So let me show you why I put my take profit around that area. I switched to 4-hour time frame. So I think this is where everything should be clear now. So my take profit is around these areas because why? I looked back at the previous lows and I could see that the market has been respecting this area here for a very long time, or the market rather get to change direction when it gets here. You can see we had a minor push to the upside, but the market came back again on this area. Still, it wasn't impulsive enough, or it didn't have enough momentum to break this, and then it went up again. Although it break out again this here, but it was a false breakout. It went back again, came back again, gave us false breakout, but rather testing on this area right here, and then shot back up again. So I would say that the reason why I have my take profit around this area is because of these factors that I just said right now. So I'm waiting. If the market is not gonna break here, obviously we are aiming to go up as a continuation of the trend from a daily time frame. As you have seen on a daily time frame, you can see that here it's a move to the upside. So our trend is going upside. So we're just waiting for the market to give us another confirmation here or entry around this area before we can go up. On a daily time frame, you can also see as well that this here is a first touch, a second touch around this area, and we are expecting a third touch around here before we go up. But if we don't get that, then we might expect the market to break and then come back here to go up again, so that it might trap other traders who may think that this is a continuation to the downside. How am I going to see if it's a continuation to the downside? Obviously, as I said before, if I were to break here and then have enough correction proving that now we have changed the move, now I can go in. I will have something like this here, and I am also going to have my entries there, my stop loss around this area, and then my take profit obviously down there. But remember, this is on a daily time frame, so we still need to scale down, or we still need to move to a smaller time frame to see exactly what we can get from there. Okay, now you understand why I do have my take profit around this area. And as I said, we are going to wait to see exactly what is going to happen from here. If the market breaks here, we are waiting to see if this has enough correction. If it does, then we are going to wait for a confirmation to the downside. Otherwise, we are still having those moves to the upside if the market is still within this trend right here. So now that's the information about GBPUSD. Obviously, I will keep on updating you guys on my Telegram group or on my Instagram stories. So if you are not following me, you better do that right now. Now let's jump into gold, of which is our last pair of the day. Obviously, I have done my analysis as well on this, but let me just clear everything and start from scratch. So gold has been going up again. As I said, we can see here on a daily time frame, as I said, we identify our trend and we can see that the move is being to the upside. As I said before, we are checking for a trend on a daily time frame, and we can see that ever since we failed to break here, the move has been to the upside. Now, never go against the trend. As I say, you'll never go against the trend. You just have to go with the trend. So first of all, just to give you a highlight of what happened, you can see here you had this area where the market has been failing to break, failed once, twice, and 3 times. So we are now confirmed that the market is going up after a very long time of those downwards move. Now let us start by analyzing. We're going to do this, and we're also going to have something like this. Now we can see that, okay, this is a move to the upside. Then we might also expect a more continuation to the upside. If that's not going to happen, obviously, as I said again, because already we have this engulfing candlestick right here, bearish engulfing candlestick right here, this might be an indication that we have changed the direction. So if we have changed the direction, then also again going to wait for that correction and then continue with the move to the downside. So let's switch to a 4-hour time frame. Here we are on a 4-hour time frame right here. And again, I will do this. I will highlight this area right here, of which currently the market seems like it is breaking out of this trend and also trying to break out of this zone. So if the market indeed gains enough momentum, as I said, we are going to wait up until the correction is happening and then continue with the move. You never want to go in, especially after these moves right here, and think that, okay, the market will just continue shooting down in this manner. Something can happen, something like this, where the previous low could be tested, like these lows right here could be tested, and the market change direction when it gets here and then continue going up like that. So you always need to wait up until you have this correction and also enough entries, then that's when you can go in. So this is what we have. We're just going to wait. Waiting is a skill. So we're just going to wait and see if the market is going to break. If it's breaking and giving us a correction, that could be an indication that the market is shooting down. As we said, on a daily time frame, we have the bearish engulfing candlestick, of which it may be a confirmation that the market has changed direction. Otherwise, if the market doesn't do that, we are still looking for those moves to the upside. As we can see, the overall trend is to the upside. I guess you have learned something out of this, and I hope to see you on the Telegram group. If you have not followed me yet, please do follow me on Instagram. I go by the name DJ Sinsweno. You can just search Ernest Mampana. You will find me there. And also, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Thank you so much for reaching up till this far. If you have made it to this point, be sure you hit that like button. Subscribe, it means that you really enjoy the content, and also let me know down there in the comment section what you feel about this video. See you on the next one.